Hey, you're on.
Alright guys, I'm Kerry Loban, brought in to instruct you all on my very favorite process called Sierra. I would just want to reiterate that I think everybody here did a great job, so take it easy on me. Let's dance. Before we get started, let's do a little review. And I made it real easy for you guys because if you haven't noticed, I'm going to ask you what the sales process is. And I'm going to ask Charlie to start off. What's the first step?
Preparation.
Preparation. Tom, next.
Either call opening.
Call open. Scott?
Identify priorities.
Third. Okay. Okay, Pat, next.
Presentation.
Good guess. You know?
Gain commitment.
And lastly, Tom again.
Call follow-up.
I'm sorry, Victor, I didn't get you.
It's okay. I'll follow.
Okay. When we go around in the circle of the call process, there's something that's very pivotal in the entire process, and it's what we call the Sierra. And I drew this little alternate diagram to show you that it's very easy to remember Sierra as the mountains. And up at the top is generally a presentation, and your Sierra is what we're going to go into. I'm going to start with an example of a situation that I can best apply the Sierra process to. And as a DSR last week, we had a situation where our priority was to sell in the 7 1/4 inch blade into a large Home Depot in an effective way so that we could merchandise it creatively and tie it in with the Houston Rodeo. So in my preparation or pre-plan, I came up with an idea, a concept by which I could use to sell the retailer a very creative display of the blades. And in a nutshell, I'm not the greatest artist, it involved demonstrating the use of the blade, the durability of the blade, by means of a cactus, whereby all the nails that we cut stuck out of the 2x6. It's very similar to the Freddy Krueger display. And then in front were the 3/4 pallets of blades. And this I was going to sell into the contractor register cap. Okay? Prepared the plan, went into the store, basically did my same opening that I think we reviewed when we were with Victor and Charlie. Where I said, I'm here to service your account, I'm going to review your RTVs, go through your SOQs, check any out of stocks, and if you got any time, I'd like to go over a really great idea that we could use to tie in with the Houston Rodeo. He says, sure, we'll come back and see me in about 2 to 3 hours. I identified my priorities. First of all, knowing that I was going to be presenting this, I wanted to go in and figure out where it was going to be, what I had to do to get that space, how much was I going to sell in, and what were going to be his hot buttons, or what were going to be his priorities so they could match. Okay? Now it comes time for the presentation. Okay? When we talk about Sierra, there's 5 basic steps that we use to follow in order to lead up to the ultimate end, which is to basically get the sale. Okay? Everybody want to read along with me? Summarize the situation. State the idea. I explain how it works. Reinforce key benefits, and ask for the order. Okay? I'm not going to go into OFOI, but can anybody tell me what it stands for?
Open follow-up, anything else?
Very good. And what do we mean by that, Camille?
I guess what this is saying is that before we go into our presentation, we should be asking questions, what Tom said to us the last time. So we should be asking any questions, follow-up questions, and anything else before presenting our ideas.
Exactly. And an ongoing basis, and even throughout the Sierra process, those are the kind of questions you want to be asking. Okay? Moving into S. Charlie, will you do me the honors?
Summarize the situation.
Go ahead.
End users' priorities identified. Conditions. For example, competition, marketplace, housing starts, etc.
Okay, stop. Relate back to my example. We're talking about conditions, competition, marketplace, housing starts. What kind of idea am I trying to get across, or what can I tie in with the display that I was going to be presenting to the retailer, Victor? Anybody? Pat?
I don't know.
We're talking about, I'm trying to pinpoint an exact reason why I would want to be, or why he would want to display the saw blade end cap in the nearest register. And I'm keying on competition, particular marketplace, housing starts. What are good hot buttons that I could tie in with my saw blades? Tom?
High traffic areas.
Okay. Why the contractor register?
But well, that's where they're buying lumber and
Okay.
building
Exactly.
materials. And,
Exactly.
You know, they see a blade there, and hey, I need one of these too.
Exactly. And saw blades tie in with lumber. All right. It's a great cross-merchandising idea. Okay. In that particular market, say for example, there's a lot of new houses going up. I'm going to have a lot of contractor flow in and around the lumber department, and chances are, if they're going to be standing at the register, I'm going to want to basically say to them, hey, pick up a blade on your way out. All right. In that particular case, housing starts and marketplace tied in well. Charlie, you want to finish them off for me?
Needs, for example, durability, serviceability, power, runtime, etc. Limitations, for example, time, money, buying power, etc. Opportunities, for example, unhappy with the current manufacturer service, warranties, or policies.
Does everybody get the idea? I'm not going to go into too much details, but that I'm now summarized the concept. This is why I want to put this display near the contractor register. Okay? Moving on to I, and what does I stand for, Pat?
State the idea.
Very good. Go ahead, Pat. You want to help me out?
Sure. Statement, simple, clear, and concise. It should meet the need or opportunity.
Okay, stop. What kind of need or opportunity am I trying to fulfill? Tom?
That the contractor would need a blade.
Very good.
You know,
It's
buying
simple.
lumber,
It's
you gotta
simple.
cut it with something, right?
Exactly. We're trying to keep it simple. KISS. K-I-S-S. Remember what that stands for? Exactly. Keep it simple, stupid. In this particular instance, I'm trying to meet the need of actually two people. The contractor, trying to say, hey, look, I've got a great value on a very disposable blade that's going to last you a very long time, and then it cuts this many nails. It'll cut through nails very easily, and in turn, the retailer is getting his needs met because he's getting exposure on a high profit item. Okay. Moving on to the next letter, E. Scott, what does E stand for?
Explain the idea.
Okay, very good. Explain how it works.
Okay, explain it.
You want to help me out here?
Sure. Use features and benefits to explain how your idea or solution will meet the end user's priorities. Give assurance that the idea and solution is practical. Ask questions to involve the end user. Anticipate questions and objections. Demonstrate the product, and let the customer or end user demonstrate the tool.
Okay, good. The easiest way to basically show or explain how this particular display works, right here. The cactus, right? I'm demonstrating that the blade can cut very effectively through all these nails. Right? And in essence, this in itself is demonstrating my sales pitch to the retailer. Here's what it's going to look like. It's a very creative concept. He's getting jazzed about it. I'm also giving assurance that the idea solution is practical by going into more elaborate details. I can start talking about sales information, etc., etc. Okay? When we talk about explaining how it works, is a very important factor or a very important technique that we use as salespeople to basically get across the idea of how something works. All right, it's called features and benefits. Canal, give me a feature of that marker.
The feature is, it writes.
Okay, very good. Yeah, that's good. That's a feature. That's a feature. Tell me what a benefit of that feature is.
It gets your thought on paper.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. That's exactly what a feature and benefit is. Give me another characteristic, Tom, or a feature of this cup.
It's styrofoam.
Okay, feature, exactly. Very simple. All it is stating a fact. All right, benefit, Pat, of it being a cup or being styrofoam.
It's very light and easy to use.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay, when we talk about features and benefits, it's very easy to get, well, it's very, very easy to remember in a very simple way. If you can't say what it means to you, at the end of the feature or the statement, it's probably not a feature. All right? In essence, I'm saying this is a styrofoam cup. What it means to you is it's very light and easy to use, right? This pen, it writes. What this means to you is you can put your thoughts on paper, all right? Getting back to my example, I'd like to build a display near a contractor register with a cactus demonstrating the blade, demonstrating the nails. What this means to you is increased exposure on your saw blades and ultimately more sales and more gross margin for your registers. What this means to you, that's key. Okay? When we explain how it works, we talk about features, which is what it is, the characteristic of the product, styrofoam cup, ink in the pen. And then we talk about the benefits. What the feature means to the customer and how the feature addressed the customer's needs or wants. Okay? Now, a little quiz. Something that relates very close to home. I've got a DW100. Feature is 2,500 RPMs. Charlie, can you give me a benefit?
It drills quickly, Wilma.
Very good. Which means to, well, actually, I'm stepping ahead of myself. If I was to say this drill drills 2,500 RPMs, it means to you, the end user, that's going to drill fast in the wood and metal. All right. Applying that mental exercise will get you guys quicker into the benefit mode. I have an 18-volt cordless tool. Scott, can you give me a benefit?
Yeah, more runtime and more torque.
Okay, very good. The DW411 has a dust-protected switch. Victor, can you give me a benefit of a dust-protected switch?
The switch is not exposed to dust, so it makes it last long.
Okay, very good. Give me an idea. Give me an example of somebody who's going to be using the standard that would care about whether the switch lasts long or not.
Somebody uses it quite a bit.
But what kind of work are we talking about?
Cabinet guy,
Carpenter work.
Very good.
professional,
And why is that feature so important to him?
durability, life.
Sure, because he doesn't want to be spending a lot of money on tools, right? The electric brake on the DW364. Tom, give me a benefit.
I would think it would promote safety, avoid stops, and even cut you.
Sure.